pretty good.
The Derby project is one that we run every year. They either design the fastest or the slowest cars. Usually there's a lot of cheering and antics. Because my students get to experience physics in action, they have a much deeper understanding of the content that we're learning. Instead of just being able to repeat the laws, they can actually connect how they impact objects and how they move in the real world. This expedition is called Work is Play, and it is an engineering and physics expedition primarily.
So Ms. Voigt, should we start off with the first crew? All three at once, right, Ms. Voigt?
They'll learn the engineering design process. Then we go through and learn about Newton's laws, conservation of energy.
Go! Dramatic ending.
Math is the language that makes physics not just theory, but actual applicable, right? So now that this math is getting integrated with physics, it becomes a necessity. It's something that has to be used in order to get the answer to solve the problem correctly and be successful.
To the 3/2 power.
Every crew has 4 fast cars and 3 slow cars, and they have to support every design decision that they make with the physics that they learned. Individually, they have to come up with a design to present to their team. They list all those ideas down and the physics behind them. And then each team will look at all the group individual designs, decide on one, and start building.
It has to be like the slowest car you can make it, but it has to make it to the end. It can't just stop right as soon as it gets down the slope. It originally had wings, but that made it really fast for some reason. So I moved it to the back, and suddenly it started working, and it was getting slower.
I care mostly about the physics behind it, so that's where the poster comes in. So on the poster, they had to have a photo of their car. They had to talk about what they did around friction. So were they trying to slow the car down? Were they trying to make it as fast as possible? They had to talk about law of conservation of energy, and then they had to do some calculations.
One thing we did was we really tried to reduce friction, so we had to support that claim on our poster by saying we don't want friction because friction takes away from kinetic energy, and the more kinetic energy you have means your car will go faster.
There's so many different on-ramps to the learning process, no matter your level, that you can enjoy the process. You can have that fun.
Get set, go slow. Here we go.
It's very easy, I think, especially for me in math, to get lost in all the deep concepts and just not understand why you're doing it. So it makes it way easier to just kind of fluidly go through the process if you know exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it.
9-9. On your mark.
That's one thing I love most about the Derby project is some of the kids who you don't see engaged all the time or just seem frustrated, they come alive during this project because they're working with their hands, they're doing and figuring out, real time. And it gives them an opportunity in some ways to be kids again and to just truly come to school and be excited and have fun and just get to play with each other while also realizing that they're learning so much deeper.
Oh,